So, any questions on region 3 or stage 3? So again, this is the return function. This one is the recursive function. Okay, kapag may asterisk, recursive function ang tawag doon. Yes. P, nag-let lang ako. I could use R, I could use S, I could use anything. Basta i-define mo lang kung ano yung S, ano yung T, ano yung R. So in this case, I define P to be the increase in sales. Okay? Yes?
How do you differentiate return and return?
Return is just the reward na pwede mong makuha for every combination of state and decision. Samantalang recursive would correspond to the maximum or the best rewards that you could have.
For the stage or
For every stage.
all stages?
For every stage.
So yung recursive is ano?
Per state.
Upper.
So yung notice meron kang recursive value per state. Pero, yung recursive function mo must be true for all recursive values that we have sa table. So meaning, this function applies to both 5 and 7. So this equation applies to both 5 and 7. This equation applies to these 4 possible combinations. Yes?
Can you explain yung extra fees?
Kasi, di ba sabi natin, this equation must hold true for all of this. Kaya lang, ito okay na siya dito sa tatlo na may value, pero ito hindi. So we must make sure na hindi ka maglagay ng value dito. So with this particular relationship. Okay? If your x3 is 1, automatically, mangyayari dyan, s3 is at least 1. Ano pwede maging value ng s3? 1 or 2. So you would notice, kapag x3 ko is 1, saan siya may value? Dito, s3 is 1, tsaka dito, wherein s3 is 2. Alright? Samantalang, if x3 is 2, eto yon, saan siya may value lang? Sa second, dito wala. So meaning, you should not put value here. Okay? Clear? Clear po ba? Okay? So, kumbaga class, kung wala tayong values dyan, wala kang table, ito lang kailangan mo. Okay? Ang problema, kapag ito lang ginagawa ng estudyante, actually, yun lang ang nagagawa kapag ito kailangan gawin. Ang nagagawa na yung table lang. Okay? So kaya lang tinatanong ko, sir, pwede pa table na lang, wala na equations? Hindi pwede. Okay? Kailangan meron pa rin tayong functions. Okay? The fact that programming ito, so therefore meron ka mga equations dyan. Diba? Just like LP, ILP, we have equations as well. Okay? Clear? Next, region 2 or stage 2. Okay na ha? Okay, now, if you have 2 salesmen available for region 2, and you allocated just 1 salesman for region 2, how much increase in sales? 3. Good. 3. Okay. So you may be wondering, bakit kaya ang liit ng sulat ng trigo? Okay. Yes. So doon, laki ng 5 oh. Bakit maliit? Okay? It's because, meron pa tayo ka nang gawin. Okay? Listen, kung may dalawa kang salesman for region 2, and you allocated just 1, okay? This 1 salesman will be carried over sa region 3 or stage 3. Diba? Tama? At may isa kang salesman available, ano sabi sa table na to? I-allocate mo siya sa region 3 to earn 5 pesos increase in sales. So therefore, I have to add 5 K3. Yes, you are accumulating what happened in the succeeding state. Succeeding na actually. Okay? Clear? Clear yan? Nakita yung connection. Okay? So, kino-connect natin ang stage 2 sa stage 3. Para pagdating sa first stage, you don't have to go back to stage 3. At ito na lang would be stage 2. Na-accumulate mo na yung pwedeng mangyari sa succeeding stages. Clear? Clear yan? Now, kapag meron ka namang dalawang salesmen and then you allocated the 2 salesmen, is it possible?
Yes.
Hindi pwede. The fact na magiging zero ang ating available salesman, okay, o salesman, okay, eh wala ka namang S3 equal to 0. So therefore, 2 and 2 is what? Invisible. Di ba? Tanong. Naintindihan? O sige,
Sir, nawala ako dun sa part na ano, yung esto mo is 2, tapos na rin-allocate mo. Sir, bakit yung ba na-carry over?
okay. Ito. May dalawang salesmen, okay? Naglagay, sabi mo, sige, yung isa-isa, okay, lagay natin sa region 2. So therefore, may isa ka pa. Lagyan natin ang pangalan. Okay? Si Ivan at saka si Elise. Okay? Yes. Sila yung remaining, di ba? Ngayon, sino mas magaling sa between the two? Lagyan sa region 2. Nalaman natin, mas magaling sino? Si Ivan. Mas magaling si Ivan. So, ngayon, si Ivan nalagay ko yung region 2. Di ba? Pag nalagay ko si Ivan sa region 2, magkakaroon ako ng increase in sales lang 3 pesos. Right? Tapos si Elise, syempre wala pa siya assignment eh. Eh may isang region ka pang walang salesman. Eh wala kang choice, si Elise na lang yun. I-assign mo siya sa stage 3 or region 3. And therefore, you would have 5. Oh. Di ba ikaw mas matas na yung contribution 5 kaysa kay Ivan 3 lang. Okay? So, yun yung logic behind why do we have to connect it there. There. Yes. Okay, ba't may invisible ito? May dalawang salesmen, i-allocate mo yung dalawa. Actually, mathematically speaking, pwede. Di ba? Pwede naman. Kaya lang hindi mo ginawa dahil sabi sa problem, every region must have at least one salesman. Eh, pag walang natira, wala ka na i-allocate for region 3.
Required ba na lahat ng salesmen may region?
No. Ang sinabi lang, every region must have at least one. So, hindi ibig sabihin, kailangan mo lahat silang gamitin.
Kasi naisip ko sa doon. Ano naman sa region?
Kasi the fact that I can't have an x equal to 0. So, kaya wala natin yung 0 dyan. Okay? Clear? Yes.
Sa problem, ano, every region
Must have at least one.
Pero parang meron din yung every sales must at least have one region. It's a problem.
Yeah, okay lang. Wala yatang ganon. Wala yatang ganong statement. Meron ba?
Sir, anyways, okay lang naman. Kasi kahit anong mangyari, basta lagyan mo siya region. Kasi may maximum sales.
Kasi the fact na you're maximizing it, mas magandang gamitin mo lahat sila. So that particular statement may or may not be necessary. Okay? Next. 3 salesmen available, you allocate just 1. How much increase in sales? 3. Okay? And then, ano mangyayari? Merong 2 salesmen na matitira para i-allocate mo sana kay Region 3. At sabi dito, kapag meron ka daw 2, allocate both to get 7. So, plus 7. F3 asterisk. Yes. Okay? Naintindihan ko ba? Okay, next. Kung meron kang 3 salesmen, mag-allocate ka ng 2, how much increase in sales for region 2? 6. Yeah, plus 5 na 11. So, I assume na intindihan nila yung logic. So, 11. Tama ba? Clear? So now, F2 asterisk ngayon tayo. So again, for every what? For every state, you must have the best solution for every state. Di ba? Sa state S2 equal to 2, what is the best solution? 8. And therefore, you must allocate 1 salesman for region 2. What about S2 equal to 3? What's the best solution? 11 with 2 being the number of salesmen to be allocated for region 2. Okay? Yes. So we're done with the table for region 2 or stage 2. We now formulate the return and recursive function. So in this case, class, the return function natin, hindi na siya katulad dati na na taken from the table lang. Kasi the fact that we added, we did some mathematical operation, so meron ka dapat ilalagay mo dito. Okay? So we have what? Yung una, coming from the table lang, and that is what? P, S2, X2. O again, pwede rin P, X2 lang. Walang problema doon. Plus what? It's the F3 asterisk. Diba? F3 asterisk, S3, X3. Okay? Kaya lang, class, tandaan naman natin, dalawang F3 asterisk ko dyan eh. So which of the F3 asterisk ang gagamitin ko? Depending on the value of what? S3. Diba? And what is S3 equal to? Okay? We're in.
Or minus S2.
Tandaan natin kasi class na lahat ito in terms of S2 tsaka X2. Ito lang may S3, di ba? Tsaka X3. Yung X3 walang problema kasi naman, depende on the decision natin. Yung S3 is something that is dependent on our decision sa stage 2. Di ba? So S3 is equal to what?
Or minus S2.
It is basically S2 minus X2. Di ba? Oh, naging notation lang, hindi na naintindihan. So, yung may number, intindi nyo. So, kung meron kang tatlong salesmen, for region 2, nag-allocate ka ng isa, may dalawang matitira. So, therefore, S3 is what? 2. Diba? So, therefore, this will dictate kung ano yung S3 titignan mo dyan. Okay? And this is what we call our transition function. Okay? And that is a transition from S2 to S2. Yeah? Okay? Next. So therefore, ang ating F2 ngayon is simply what? Yan ang ating F2. Yes?
Di ba kailangan pa ng S2 is greater?
Lalagyan pa natin. Wala tayong try to pause. Okay? So this equation holds true dapat sa lahat. Ang problema, may isang kang combination na bawal. Right? Ano lagay ko dyan? When S2 should be what?
Greater equal to 2.
Ganun ba? Same as this one?
No, kasi naglalagay ka ng isang tao sa X3.
Okay?
According to Clara.
So pwede ba to? S2 is at least X2. If X2 is 1, if X2 is 1, then S2 should be
S2 plus 1.
S2 dapat 1 lang.
okay?
Sir, pwede greater lang.
Pwedeng greater lang. Pwedeng greater lang. Okay? Tama? Okay? O pwede ko lagyan siya ng equality. Kasi the fact that, pwede rin, actually pwede rin. Without that, pwede. Kasi the fact that I know that my S2 is just limited to just 2 and 3. Okay? Based on the table. Pero again, if I don't have the table, mas maganda nga naman na S2 is greater than X2 na lang instead. Okay? So either way, pwede.
Since here,
Either way, pwede. Okay? So then, ang ating F2 asterisk is what? It's the maximum of our F2. Okay? Okay, so palitan mo na lang ito later on, lagay mo lang yan, so walang problema if you want to have the entire equation, okay? And this is applicable only if X2 is what? Between 1, 2,
S2 minus 2. S2 minus
Okay? From S2 minus 1. O, Kara, bakit daw? Ito talaga nagsabi niyan eh. Bakit daw? Paki-explain.
general, di ba dapat?
Ay, yun lang ang dahilan mo?
Hindi, kasi di ba, if your x2 is equal to 1, so yung s2 mo, 2, corresponding na dun sa 1. Like, shit, never mind. May
Ay, nako kasi Kara, tingin na tingin sa notes kahapon. O, without knowing kung bakit yun yung equation. Okay? Sige. Wow, ano?
S2 kasi is available din. And the thing is may XP pa, and then minimum na XP lang. So that's why minus 1, para sure talaga, gumikira.
Actually, yun yung qualitative way of saying it. Okay? Kumbaga, natandaan natin na if x2 is actually parang pag S2 ang ating pinag-uusapan, S is equal to 2, dapat ito lang may value. Right? So, meaning from 1, so if your S2 is 1, S2 less 1 is what? O 2 minus 1 is 1. So, meaning your only choice is what? Just 1. Okay? But if your S2 is equal to 3, so dapat ang choice mo would be 1 and 2. So, 1, so para makukuha yung 2, S2 minus 1, which is actually 2. So, propat mo siya. Okay? So, yun yung relationship between S2 and X2, basically. Okay?
So pwede rin less than S2 na lang. Wala naman.
Pwede rin naman, kaya lang, mas magandang i-S2 mo na lang, ay i-less than equal to mo na lang to S2 minus 1. Okay? Although pwede rin naman.
Kasi wala namang kalahati.
Yes, kasi we're talking about discrete values naman, kaya okay lang. That could be an issue if in case, probably, well, kung continuous yan, irrelevant na yung equality dun eh. Irrelevant. With or without that, okay. Okay? Clear? Okay, good. So, we're done with stage 2 or region 2. Ang next natin is region 1 or stage 1. So, kung may apat ka na ngayong salesmen, and you will allocate just one salesman for region 1, how much is it in sales? 4. Diba? And then, okay, may tatlong matitira. Diba? So may tatlong natira, you can carry over then saan? Sa stage 2 or region 2. Ito yun. Kung may tatlo daw, ano sabi nito? Mag-allocate ka ng dalawa sa region 2 to earn 11. Kumbaga hindi ko na pinansin yung third stage kasi accounted na yung third stage sa second stage. So I just look at the second stage. So plus 11. Diba? So 4 plus 11 is 15. So I wait ha? Okay na? Yes.
11.
Kasi I look at the F3, di ba? F to asterisk. Kapag nangyari ito, what is your decision? 2. And what is your increase in sales value? 11. Kasi, ang F2 is 3. Kung may apat ng sales net, ano ba yun? Nag-allocate ng isa. May away? May apat na salesmen, okay? May apat na salesmen, nag-allocate ka ng isa, tatlo. So therefore, ito nangyari. So you have to look at this. Okay? Ngayon nga. Next. Meron kang apat, nag-allocate ka ng dalawa, how much yung sales? How much yung sales muna? 6. Dalawa, sabi ko, okay? So, 6 plus what? 8. So, between the two, which one is better? 15. And therefore, you allocate 1. Okay? Now, F1 naman tayo. F1. What is F1 equal to? Again, sales, increase in sales, S1, X1, plus F2 asterisk, S2, X2. Okay, we're in what? We're S2 is what? S1 minus x1 or 4 minus x1. Good. Ayun. So, pwede ko i-plug in na lang dito yun. And then, I simply write the F1 asterisk na lang, the recursive, the maximum between, or the maximum of F1, S1, X1, wherein this should be between 1 and 2. Pwede ka na gawin 1 and 2. Kasi, specific ka naman 1 and 2 ito lang talaga. Given you only have one state. Okay? Alright. So, hindi na, okay lang na hindi na ako maglagay dito ng for all or something, di ba? Kasi the fact that lahat naman ng combinations ko may laman. And this is true for all combinations. Okay? Ay, nasa labas? Nagmamonolog siya?
Yes. Nabaliw na
Go. Okay? So we're done with the solution. Pero ang tanong, class, asan ang optimal policy? Wala pa. Hindi pa tayo tapos, class. Okay? So, what is now the optimal policy? Okay? Para makita natin ang optimal policy, class, ang gagawin natin, we will trace it from region 1, stage 1 to stage 3. Okay? So, lagay yun natin, region 1, 2, 3, number 6, 10. Okay, listen. Kapag sa stage 1, you have 4 salesmen, ano sabi sa table? Sabi 1. So, you put 1. Okay? So, therefore, yung 4, less 1, okay? 4 less 1 is 3. So, S2 is 3. If S2 is 3, mag-allocate 2. Okay? So, 3 minus 2 is 1. S3 is 1. And the increase in sales, the total is, that's the optimal source. So we allocate 1, 2, 1 salesmen respectively. Easy, di ba?
Wala na ng model.
Yes. Ang ano kasi, ang DP, ang convention niya is when you construct lang the table, in constructing the table, you go forward. When filling out the table, you go backward. For getting the policy, you go forward. So forward, backward, or forward. That's the process. Sorry? Space in between tables? We do not know. Then you just put the solution someplace else in your test booklet. Yeah, just put a label lang, a legend where to find it. Bigyan mo ako na ano doon, ng mark, okay, na please go to this, okay? Tapos nalalagay doon ano, di ba? May detour pa, detour. Okay, ano pa ba? We're done with number 1. Just with number 1. Okay? Any questions? Ako, pwede mo na. Sige, copy first.
Sir, yung stage mo is yung I sa pagkakas.
Sorry, yung?
Yung stage is yung I.
Yes, the I, the substance. Yes. One of the substance. Normally, it's the time, it's the region.
Saan magpapal sa XI?
Isa doon. Between I or J.
Between lang.
Isa lang. Hindi ba yung
Ilan ba yung tama niya?
basta lagi mo tignan. How do you decide? Do you decide on a per I basis or on a per J basis? Yes. Run through na. Okay.
Yung formulation.
Yung formulation dito. Okay? Pero yung process kasi yon depends on a per problem basis. Oo. Sa problem na to, we could do that. Pero hindi mo sabihin that is true for every problem. So in this case, outline lang. So basically what you do for, siyempre start ka with region 3. May question pa muna before I... okay. So for region 3, okay, what you do is that you formulate the return function, and yung return function nun would correspond to the reward ng combination ng S3 tsaka X3. Okay? At ito yon. Alright? Naglagay ka na ganito because hindi lahat ng combination may value, ito bawal eh. So, to make sure na hindi ito ma-fill out. And then after that, you formulate the recursive function. The recursive function is just the maximum. In this problem, kasi it's a max problem, you're maximizing increasing sales. Yes, oo. The maximum between the decisions, reward ng every decision na to for every state. Okay? So, this equation holds true for this and this. Okay? So, kaya tapos, meron ka lang ganito to say, to limit lang ang possible options mo, which is 1. And then, you proceed to stage 2. Same process. Kaya lang nangyari is, we have to connect 2 and 3 na stage. So, ito yung connection. The F3 asterisk. Okay? So, yung F3 asterisk mo is dependent on your, what should be your state 3. And the state 3 S3, it depends on what? What you have initially for stage 2 minus what you consume, which is X2. Okay? So, yan ang magsasabi sa'yo kung anong S3 ang gagamitin mo. And then, you now have the recursive function. It's just the maximum again for every state. And then, proceed to the last one. So, same process with stage 2. Dito? Bakit? Kasi dito, meron kang, yung meron kang, di ba ito, paano mo ito nakuha? Di ba kung meron kang 3 salesmen sa region 2, di ba, initially, nag-gamamit ka ng isa, nag-attend ka ng isa, ilang nag sa'yo, 2. So, ito yun. So, di ba, yung S2 pala is taken from S2 minus X2. Yes, ka?
Kasi depends sa tao kung mas magandang method yung forward or backward.
Ang convention ng DP is backward. Though, again, sabi ko sa'yo before, you could use forward. Okay? Particularly, kung hindi mo alam ang last stage mo. So, in this case kasi, finite ang stages ko eh. Kung infinite ang stages ko, hindi ko alam kung kailan ako mag-terminate, then I could use forward. Kaya lang, kailangan ka mag-set ng termination rule when it's about.
Okay, so parang sir may goal.
Parang gano'n, no? Depende sa'yo kung ano yung termination rule mo. The DP naman, di ba, is ang ano convention natin, backward unless stated otherwise.
What the S2 is
Available sales. The S, available. In this case, yes. In this case.
So, ikaw mo designate, ano
You must define your S. Depends on the problem, ha? Hindi yan pare-pareho all the time. Pero again, sabi ko sa inyo, the state is normally one of the resources or constraints if you have a model.
So, S is state, and then X is your decision.
Yes. Yes. That's a general description. Kailangan mo kasing i-define siya specifically per problem.
Pero yung X, sir, palagi yung decision.
Yes.
Decision variable.
Decision variable yan.
Sir, mga twist na nangyayari.
Mamaya, may mga example. Kaya pag-wait muna.
Example.
So this problem, by the way, is a discrete deterministic problem. Hindi ka nagtanong kung bakit. Kasi, All states and decisions are countable. Deterministic kasi wala namang probabilities na involved. Walang uncertainty. As we go from one
Kasi sa STEM may
class to another, the level of difficulty increases.
Kasi this class.
This one is easy. Class, dapat madalian pa kayo dito ha. This type of problem is easy. Relatively easy compared to other problem.
Mas mabilis siya in manual. Mas mabilis siya in manual. That one. Hindi, that one.
Manual naman yung gagawin natin, di ba?
Hindi, wala yan. Yung percentage.